Hello there everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to make the F-14 Tomcat. And I'm going to feature my pet lizard, which is, I guess, named Lois. Somebody named him Lois, so the name just got kind of stuck on, but I don't really call him that. So first you want to fold the paper in half. Then after that, you want to fold it in half the other way. These first few steps are actually very similar to the Raphael fighter jet. And actually would not be able to make this airplane if I haven't made that airplane. Which is really cool because I've been trying to make this one for like months now. So I want to fold each corner in half like this. I want to fold it in half again. And once you get one corner, you fold it down to make a triangle. And this makes the wings. I accidentally hit his head, but okay. So right about an inch and a half, you want to draw a line, and then about that point, I'm not sure, like probably like 6/10 of an inch. And yes, I actually did drop my light, and if you go back, I actually did catch it right before I landed my lizard. Now those are fast reflexes. That was crazy fast, because you think about it, those things that make you like you drop, you're supposed to catch it. Yeah, I usually catch them like around 10 inches high. This thing fell like 3 inches and I caught it, which is like superhuman speed right there. I'm like secretly the Flash. So what you want to do is right around the line where you saw, where we first do the lines, you want to fold it in half to make the wings. And about that distance, you want to draw a dot. This is where the fuselage just like becomes flat. I'm not sure how to say it, but you'll see. Make sure when you fold the wings up, you start from the middle and you fold it all the way to the very top. Always try to copy the other side instead of doing all over again, because symmetry is like key here. Like instead of measuring both sides, I just like to copy it. So you want to open it all up again, and right in the back, you want to cut it all the way where you see that crease right there. So you don't want to cut it all the way. Right about there is fine. Then you want to fold it back in. You want to fold it so it lines up with the mountain fold, I think it's called. So you want to fold it along this line, and you're gonna make the elevators. Then after that, you want to like redo everything you just did, basically like rebuilding the aircraft. The reason we had to do all that before doing that step is because we need to see exactly where the wings are going to be before we actually start folding it. So that's kind of important. And sorry, the other half of the ruler broke, so the measurement starts about 20 centimeters, so each one is about the units after 20, so like it's basically like 4 centimeters away from the tip of the airplane. So you want to like cut it directly perpendicular to the fuselage. and then fold them down. And with these things you can do like anything, you can cut them off or anything or something. But I like to fold them back because they kinda look like jet antiques. Even though they're like waved to front to forward where they're supposed to be, but I don't care. They look kinda cool. So, and do not use the blueprints I used in the beginning of the video. You can find them in Google Images and trace out the wings, because measuring out the wings manually takes forever, and I'd much rather use a template instead. And plus it's more accurate because sometimes you don't get your measurements right or you forget them, and yeah, you basically forgot how to build the airplane. And right perpendicular to the fuselage, you want to draw a line, and between the line you draw a second line right in the middle, and kind of go all the way to the corner where the wing is. Even though you can cut it that way, like that, I prefer to like copy it by using the symmetry thing. And my lizard's so cool. He doesn't do anything. He just sits there and looks around. So this very tip right here, you wanna like fold it up first to make a visible crease. Then as you fold it up, you wanna reverse fold it so it goes down. This is gonna add some strength to the wing. Not much because it's like a really small piece of paper, but I always like to add extra layers to my wings so they're a bit stronger. And plus I don't really want to make these wings too thick, because since they do move, then yeah, it's gonna be a problem. It's like super thick wings. You just want to put tape on. Also, tape helps. Like if you just use a little on the very tips, it makes them stronger. Obviously, like they won't rip at least. I'm sorry, I'm still really sick, but the video must go on. I'm always sick when there's a video. It's so annoying, and I don't get sick often. So these tips of paper on the bottom, you want to like glue them, tape them. And these papers you left out, you wanna like fold it up, then down to match the crease you see along the fuselage. So when you fold it back up again, it won't like interfere it, and just cut off the tips right there. And then you want to reverse fold so it goes under the piece of paper. And once you fold it back up, it should like fit nice and snug inside top of the wings. And after doing the same thing to the other side, you'll see it makes like the thick part of the wings of the F-14, which is something I've been wanting to do for like a really long time. Because if you guys don't know, I've been doing prototypes of this airplane for like so many months, and none of them has come out as good as this one. It's so weird because all of a sudden it just comes to me, like all these ideas and stuff. So it's so in a way you can never expect when an airplane's gonna come out, because I could be completely lost one day and the next day I'm done with it. It's here. So with this part, you want to just tape it on the top of the fuselage, and that's it basically. It just adds thickness, doesn't do anything. So about halfway, you wanna cut it. Then you wanna see what a triangle is. Yeah, you wanna line it up with that triangle, the back elevator. So they're exactly the same width as that triangle. And cut about halfway from the wings to the fuselage. And then you want to fold it all the way down to connect where you just cut. Then make a right angle triangle, 45-degree angle. Then you want to just fold it up. And any extra paper you don't need on the wings, you can cut it off now. Make sure you don't cut the bottom of the wings right here, because that would be bad. Especially when there's like two layers, that one is on top and one's in the bottom. So you want to do it 2 times. And right here, try to cut it so a little bit off so it matches like the top of the wings. Don't cut it all the way to the fuselage. And do the same thing to the other side. So if you notice, this video is like super long. It's like almost 30 minutes. So I call these like the super hard airplanes to make, because they're like super hard and take a lot of time. And the one I uploaded last week, the Raphael, that was only like 11 minutes long. And those are like the easy ones. So what I'm planning on doing is it's kind of like what Apple does, a TikTok thing. Like release a super hard airplane, then the next one's gonna be like easier, then a hard one again, and the easy one. Just because if we release a hard airplane every single time, it's a lot of work. And I want that easy one's gonna be like a break for me. So after cutting that, you wanna like trace it all over again and actually like trace the winglets. I think that's what they're called. Oh, the winglets and the wings. These things, the ailerons. I mean, no, the just whatever. Just do what I do. So you want to cut it so like it matches the back of the wings. And right perpendicular to where the wing starts to fold out, bend down, you want to fold down. It's basically like a right angle again. And this piece of paper, you need to fold it inside, but since it won't fit, you want to fold it again, like 2 times. It's a bit complicated, but I'm sure you can do it. Just basically try to fit all of the paper inside the wings without having it stick out, but do it neatly in the same time. That's all I'm asking, basically. Because it's gonna come quite in handy later on. Basically, like everything has a purpose in this airplane, since it's so small. Like, yeah, every part has a purpose. So if you accidentally don't do it something right, then it's okay. You can try the next one, but try to copy everything what I do, like almost every step, even though it doesn't seem important. Well, the tape does, yeah, even the tape matters. Like, try to place it exactly where I place it too. Like, notice I'm placing it like right, really close to the fuselage. I'm like leaving space, so I'm only put tape in the tip of the wings. And right there when you do the line earlier, like 10 minutes ago, you want to cut it right there. Then you want to fold it down. And on both sides, obviously. Then you want to reverse fold so it goes inside the fuselage. And this is it's going to make it flat, obviously. Like how have you seen like in all the pictures. After making it flat, as you can see, it looks really cool. Do you want to like put some tape on top of it, obviously? And with these things, you want to like roll it in, kind of. It's like just rolling paper. It can be a bit hard because since it's really thick paper, and it's like really small. But it shouldn't be too hard. And also right there in the edges where the papers are sticking out, don't put tape here there too, because we need that opened. So I want to connect the tail fins with the elevators so they won't like flap around all over the place. And using the template I made, I'll just trace it again. Just use a blueprint, it's so much easier. Because I can tell you exactly like the dimensions and everything, but it'll take so much longer. Like I think it's about an inch high, I think. And then it's like a 45-degree angle. And I forget everything. See? I don't like memorizing things. Sometimes no. Depends what it is. So I want to cut it right there. Basically like smooth out everything at this point. You can cut out mini engines if you want, like make the shape of it, but I decided not to because that would take too much time, and this is just a tutorial. So you can do whatever you want with your airplanes, and make it look cooler if you want. Because I'm sure like there's a lot of people out there that can make it look cooler. And look, my lizard appeared out of nowhere. He can teleport. I didn't even notice him leave. I'm so focused on the airplane. So this is kind of complicated to talk about. I think you watched everything, or just you saw everything. So basically, fold it at a 45-degree angle. I mean, cut it, then fold everything in. Basically, what you've been doing this whole time. And the very tip, fold it up, and cut it to make the shape of the airplane. So you're gonna add more tape in the back of the tail fins, but don't add tape into the wings yet, because there's an option of you having the airplane like this, or you can also like make the wings fold back, which is obviously like who wouldn't want that option. And you have to have it like somewhat clear. So see those things like opened and stuff. That's because you're gonna use them like to go inside the airplane and like fold them back. So the first step you want to do is put some tape under here. Yeah, so the first step, I'm gonna like fold it back like this, do line up with the back of the airplane. Then after that, you want to do the same thing to the bottom. Basically softening the paper that's inside of it, so it'll be easier for it to fold. Do you want to do this a couple times to make sure it's like nice and smooth now? Then after that, you want to open it up and see the paper you put inside of the airplane. You want to put on top of that. Then like basically fold it inside the wing. It's kind of complicated, so if you want to like rewatch this part over and over again, you want to like take your finger basically and like just push it in, and yeah. Then after that, you want to like tape everything. You like avoid the tape right there on the bottom and the top too. But yeah, this is gonna hold the wing a little bit more, better, but still not gonna prevent it from opening or closing. So you wanna keep on doing this over and over again until it's easier. Like this airplane, like you just open it and close it like as many times as you want, basically. But be aware, like the more you do this, the airplane's gonna get weaker and stuff, because you're basically weakening the wings for it to move like that. So what I recommend is having two airplanes instead. One that was the wings folded back and one that was the wings folded forward. Or if you want to like fly them, but if you just want to like have a cool airplane to play with, then you can do this. See, like it's after like doing it a bunch of times, it's so much easier. These are my old airplanes. They're almost instantaneous. And yeah, when the wings are folded out, there's a few creases, but you can get over it. And say bye, lizard. Bye. So yeah, you're basically done. As you can see, like this is a really nice airplane. Like I usually keep it like this because it looks so cool. And plus, when you do fold out the wings, you can see a little crease. But if you put some tape on it, I bet it looks better. So this is so cool. I can't believe I did this. Like it came all to me like first try. It's crazy. So thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.